What's up everyone, Billy here from Box Collectibles bringing you another toy review, and today we are looking at the DX Gozyu Polar set from No.1 Sentai Gozyuger. This set includes the DX GoodeBurn and DX BearKuma 50 and two new Sentai rings. GoodeBurn is the changer slash mecha for Gozyu Polar, and then BearKuma 50 is his personal weapon. There's a lot for us to go over in this set, so let's go ahead and check out the box. Alrighty, and here we have the box. It is pretty big, as you can see, because this is a set of the two releases instead of them being separate. There are ways you can buy them separate, but you won't get this special Gozyuger ring up here. When it is just a Gozyu Polar ring, but we'll get into that. But on the front, you can see the new 6 Ranger Gozyu Polar. Awesome design, no notes, like 10 out of 10. And then over here you can see GoodeBurn, his changer, and then here is BearKuma 50, which is his personal weapon slash like partner for like just in the show, and then here's them combined. Then over here we have Gozyu Polar wielding both GoodeBurn and BearKuma 50, and then over here we have Sword Whiteburn, which is spoilers for later in the review. Also right there, but you can see it just shows the breakdown of GoodeBurn and what it does by itself. Over here we have BearKuma 50 and what it does, showing that you got the ring again, and then the combination with Sword, just, you know, basically what all the other weapons do is just combine with Sword. And then up here, so there's not a glare, showing you what you can do with the toys. And on the bottom, another picture of Gozyu Polar, and then a bunch of words. And then first up, let's go ahead and look at this new Gozyuger ring. You can see it has GoodeBurn there with the 50, and then when you activate it, it has Gozyu Polar. And then yeah, it's our first blue ring, so that's how you get it, is buying the 2-pack set. If you buy them separately, I don't think you get this. And I'm collecting all the rings, so I wanted it. All right, and then here we have GoodeBurn. As you can see, same sizing issues like Sword and June, where I can't fit too many fingers in it because it's not made for someone with my size of hands. But up here, you can see that it's a like boxing glove knuckle thing. In this mode, GoodeBurn does have a few sounds that you can cycle through by pressing the button up here. He's talking about Kumade. There's no holding sounds or anything like that. But yeah, this is, you know, it's another brick, but as a weapon overall, it looks pretty nice. You can see like the different style, how they stylize the fist and whatnot here. And yeah, it's not necessarily just the mecha standing up. There is a transformation for it, which we will get into shortly. But first off, let's take a look at Gozyu Polar's ring. It's another one of those stylized helmet rings that I really like. Obviously polar bear theme, since that's him. But he doesn't have a weapon 50 ring or anything like that for like a different head. GoodeBurn's head is the polar ring, which I will show off once we're doing the transformation. All right, and let's go ahead and do the transformation. The ring plugs in here. All right, and then all right, and one comparison that we can do is the changers all together. So there he is with Take a Sword. And then here's Take a June. So there's the 3 Gozyuger changers so far. Not a bad grouping. As for looks, we are supposed to get another Take a Sword, and then there's a weapon coming down the line, so I'm excited to see all those together. But yeah. Alright, and so to transform the GoodeBurn, changer mode into the GoodeBurn, like fighter mode, warrior mode, whatever you want to call it. To start, there is a button down here. And then we need it this way. We might restart, I don't know, like this, and then this folds up here. And then we need to fold the chest up. And that locks in. And then it kind of just slots in like so. And then we need to take the Gozyu Polar ring, go ahead and split the face open because it's easier. And so you can get a good look at the face. And here we have GoodeBurn. If you want a better look at the face again. Now, overall, like the base design itself looks good. The only problem I have is where they put the shoulder joint. It's higher up. And so the Robo Universe Pig is up here. So it makes stuff look weird if you combine it with other mecha. But it's for the combination specifically. And then as for sounds, you can press this. No stompy sounds. That's from holding the button. There's also the same button on the back here. And that's it for GoodeBurn in this form. Like I said, the posability is this. This has the shoulder higher up, but it looks fine that way, like putting the fists forward. He does have these cool like boxing gloves to keep the boxer theme. All right, and then as for comparisons in robot mode, here we have Take a Sword, aka Take a Dad, and then Take a June, aka Take a Mom. And you can see they're all the same height, so they all fit together very nicely. It's not one of those awkward things where one is just a lot bigger or smaller. I thought GoodeBurn was actually going to be one of those smaller size 6-Ranger mechs, but it's nice to see that they are the same height. Next up to check out is BearKuma 50, aka Gozyu Polar's main weapon, but it is sentient, so that's pretty cool. It's like a tank polar bear. So it actually rolls pretty nicely. The wheels on it are like smooth even on my setup. But yeah, it has a few sounds. You can make it talk. It has a couple lines that it says. This one fits a little bit better in my hand. Been getting it nice in like my left hand where it goes, but so 3 fingers still, but like it looks better. But for its big attack sounds, and that's it for that. Yeah. There is a way to combine this though with GoodeBurn. So what you need to do is fold these back. And then we need to fold it out like that, so where the handles are like that. Take GoodeBurn, put the arms forward, set them flat, put this down like so, and then open these up. These go with this, and it sits in there. Need to close those up, and then it clasps over it, and then so yeah, this one's pretty clunky to put together, but it's pretty cool. You got this like sled thing, really kind of like riding on his butt, but yeah, I think that's pretty neat for an extra mode. BearKuma doesn't combine with Tegasword in any way, unfortunately. I thought that they would have fit something in there. There's a way that you can do it, but like, yeah, it's pretty silly. So I'll go ahead and show it. Alright, so the easiest way I've been able to do this is to have it flat like this, and then we might as well give Tegasword a new face. The Gozyu Polar ring does nothing in Tegasword just the same way that Tegajune's didn't, so there's that. But you can sit Tegasword, kind of balance them. It's a way that I had it. There we go. Like that. And you can ride it like a chariot type thing. That's pretty much it, though. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I could see this appearing in the show somehow. But yeah, that's that type of combination. But we have an actual combination we can show off. Alrighty, so time for the super combination of the series. I don't know if it's, I know there's one other one coming after, but I don't know if there's going to be more combinations involving these two. So for now, that's what it's going to be, the 6-Ranger combination, which we didn't have last year in Boom Boonger, which was unfortunate, but we got something this year, so it's cool. But for this, we're going to need to take apart Tegasword, flip this up. This is going to go onto the back, just like the other combinations. And we need to take his ring. So that's all ready. And then for GoodeBurn, the sounds are going to start going off. So we got that. Take his ring out. Take this off. And then we need this chest part and it unclips. We have this giant pile of pieces. Down here is the same clip that Tegasword uses, or peg. That clips on there. And then we need to take this, and the clips down here that the unicorn drill uses, we need to clip this onto here, because this is going to clip up top. And then, yeah, so it's done. It's done yapping at us. This needs to clip onto the chest like so. And then we need to take off this back part here. That clips on like that. And then same thing over here for this arm. And that clips on back here. And that gave us our clearance that we needed. And then Gozyu Polar's ring, you can have it in GoodeBurn's face or not. It just goes here. And then before we put on more pieces, you got to come down here because there's a crown back here hidden in GoodeBurn's foot. That's there. And then this front piece here folds up. It's going to be the face. And then we can take this crown piece and it just clips on up there like that. And then this clip here, that's probably hard to see because it's all blue, goes into the same clip spot where Wolf DeCaliber and Leon Buster clip in. And then and then the last couple things we need to do before we put the Tegasword ring in is fold up these knee flaps. That we're hiding these little red bits, and then fold up the boxing gloves to show off these new claws. And then the ring just slots in here. And so yeah, this is Tegasword Whiteburn, our first two Megazord combination, or two like big mech combination, non just weapon thing of the series. It is pretty cool looking. The only downside to it is that it has zero posability. The arms can't even move in this mode because of the Robo Universe pegs being up here. So if you want them forward a bit, you have to take it off and then peg it on like that to get it forward, which isn't too bad. Obviously you want to be able to pose your toy, but like to get it with the hands forward, that's all you have to do. But it'll probably be on my shelf like this because it looks cool. I like the color scheme and whatnot. Real quick, I'll cut to a video of June Whiteburn. Alrighty, and since June is basically, a remold of Tegasword, you can do the June Whiteburn combination. I don't know if this would show up in the show. It might just be like a CG model if they do. But yeah, so it's something you can do, and I think it looks a lot better than the regular Whiteburn combination. At least not a lot better necessarily because they are very similar, but like since June's already all white, it just blends very good with GoodeBurn to make this version of Whiteburn. And yeah, so there's nothing else really that you can do in this mode. You can use the Robo Universe pegs by taking off the arms and whatnot. But as for this is alone. There's not any combinations you can do, just adding to what you have here without taking bits and pieces off. Alrighty, that's been it for this one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Some final thoughts on the set overall. If you're already collecting the Gozyuger stuff, you might as well get this set, and I would say get this set, the 2-pack set, so you can get this cool ring. If you're collecting the rings, why not be a completionist and get all of them? This is our 6th Gozyuger exclusive ring. The playability with Tegasword and June is more than worth it to me, having that 6 Ranger combination that we were lacking in Boom Moonger. So that's always a bonus in my eyes. But as a solo package, they do offer a lot, but I would like to see more intercompatibility with other stuff from the line besides just Tegasword and June, because I would like, you can do combinations with the other Weapon 50s, but they don't look as nice because where the Robo Universe pegs are. But you'll see on my Instagram, instagram.com/Box Collectibles, I have some combinations that I'm working on to show off for that. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on GoodeBurn, BearKuma, Gozyu Polar as a whole are. Do you like their addition to the show if you're watching the show, or do you like the design? Tell me down in the comments. Make sure to keep an eye out for other reels where I will be doing the combinations and whatnot, and some of the ring sounds in Tegasword and June. But yeah, thanks for watching.